is Devondre Campbell. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Packers and the Giants on Sunday Night Primetime.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're brought out by a guy who's become something of a journeyman. He's played for 5 teams across the last 6 seasons. The well-traveled Teddy Bridgewater.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You talk about this Giant defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Packers.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Joseph Charlton on now to punt. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. First down, Bridgewater. He has it complete to Christian Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And they get the guard, John Runyon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ben Mason, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Yeah, you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Jones keeps it himself, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Barkley diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
On the move to his left. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Bridgewater to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it, and the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around it, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses, now you're back below 1,000. Here you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Barkley. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he will have a Giants first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They keep it with Barkley on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. That is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Steps away. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. He'll try and throw for it here. Out to his left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Touchdown, Packers. Mo Alley Cox, his second on the season. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up past the 30. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. It's Barkley on the counter. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he gets this up past the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. 4th down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones on the move to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg, Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Lucas Van Ness bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Gano's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here. Dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He gets away from one. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 148 yards on the ground for him now. He has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll go to Barkley again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here comes second down at 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Barkley inside handoff, and Barkley did not get there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones, able to get away, out to his left. Now hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This is 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Pass complete to Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Here comes second down. Now Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. With the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. Third down. Dillon up the middle. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Here's Jackson. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New York set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year.